Okay. Wireless headphones. All right, there you go. Hey, come on. Relax. Relax. All right. Let's see. I need to put this back. There we go. There we go. That's much better than last time. Definitely much better than last time. Okay. All right. Let's see. My audio hopefully is working on YouTube, Twitch. All right. Let's see if it's working. Audio input should be better. Device. Just hopefully the audio on here is working. Okay. Okay. Let me close that real quick. Let's see. All right, make sure that's good to go. Make sure that's good to go. All right, let's get some. Hopefully, get some people in here. 2 viewers on YouTube right now. All right, I have to log in real quick with this. There we go. I'm gonna exit out of that real quick. Let me close out that. So I made a post about this. This is Algeria canceling one of the huge tie with the UAE. This happened like today/yesterday, depending on where you live. If you're on the East Coast, then it will be yesterday, but today, kind of, depending on how you're looking at it. I want to make sure that I am logged in on YouTube and on Twitch real quick, so let me double check. All right, it says, let's see, live. Okay, perfect. It is live on. I'm live on YouTube. All right, let me see. For Twitch, let's double check here. Am I live on Twitch? Channel. I am live on Twitch. Hell yeah. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay, so it says 2 viewers. I can't see. It says 1 viewer on Twitch and 1 viewer on YouTube so far. We'll see. We'll see. But also wanted to talk about this too. This was back in December. I don't know how I missed this, honestly. So we'll wait for some people to come in. So definitely like the live, share the live, repost the live, send your heart me's to help push out to the algorithm. So we can get some more people talking. So we have more people knowing what's going on, essentially. I just literally created a post just like a second ago. So hopefully it does go through. We'll see. We'll see. But happy Saturday, happy Sunday, depending on where you're at. Hope y'all are doing well. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Wait, hold on. I already got restricted for unoriginal content. Are you kidding me? Let me appeal this. What the heck? Let's see. My live does not contain the content. Let's see. Which one should I pick? This is wild work. TikTok should allow content like mine. Maybe I should just do this one. No, I think that one would be better. I'm already live restricted. It's wild work. I haven't even been live that long. What the heck? Hopefully the appeal goes through. I will see. I will see. But yeah, definitely tap the live, like the live, share the live out. Let's get some people in. I need to make this bigger on. Let's see. Or I should just like. I think it's from YouTube. Let's get some people in. Let me just do that. That's weird. Hey, Liddy. I got my my situation worked out more. I had my situation looked out more here on TikTok and also on Twitch. Can you hear me? I said hi to you, Liddy. Yeah, I changed it a little bit. And I connected my mic that I use to make videos instead. I have a lag. Oh, I think that's okay. That makes sense. Yeah. I decided to both pull up live streaming for, because what I was doing yesterday slash today, I mean yesterday or the other day, however, whatever time zone you are in, I didn't know, or I don't know what made me think that I had to like in terms of dual stream on separate like computer slash laptop, like on another laptop. So I was doing that, but then I'm like, okay, hold on, let me try to just do it on both, like have both of them up here, and that's what I'm doing right now. Um, the only thing I'm struggling with is on Twitch, on YouTube, having this chat box like a little bit bigger, actually more visible. Because it's not really visible, but I also have both of them pulled up right now, and it doesn't show any chat, but also by my screen here, it shows up as a there's like some people replying or like saying something. I don't see anything. That I have to still work out here, but it's a process. It'll work itself out. But so far, it shows one person um, for Twitch, one person for YouTube. If you have another device, definitely check out YouTube. I need 5,000 hours on YouTube, so like to monetize on YouTube. So if you have again another device, definitely you know go on there, and you can just like turn down the volume and go from there. It's can you see my YouTube handle up on the top left hand corner, or do I need to move it down? Oh, it's okay. I can increase it here. Actually, hold on. Let me move this over here for a second. Let me just increase it. That's better. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this right here instead. Yeah, I think that's better actually. Oh, did not mean to do that. Why is it not moving again? Okay. Is it okay? Appeal approved. Yes. Yes. That was wild though. I got a restriction within the first 5 minutes, and now I'm back. I was like worried. I was about to just restart. I was like, oh my goodness, are you freaking kidding me? Like other people do this too. So why would it be unoriginal content? Or unoriginal content? A lot of people use unoriginal content. There are a lot of people out there anyway. You know, a lot of liberal creators that like do this form of like layout. Yeah, I think I'm running into the same thing, I know now I know what it feels like. Yeah, if he shows a website, okay, I'm not the only one then. Um, hell yeah, two views on YouTube. Um, so well, hopefully it definitely like um, hopefully it still is okay. Hey, Liddy, how are you? I'm alright. It is late. 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Um, yeah. I went to the gym. Yeah. I mean, I went to the gym and hell yeah, there you go. Five. Yeah, there's always going to be some sort of a lag, a little bit of a lag. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh wait, on you. I don't think I can do it on here. So I'll have to like once I like just go on my phone, I would have to do it. Okay. I I've been busy trying to like get this more organized on both TikTok and also on YouTube and Twitch. Um, oh, I was like, I didn't get a haircut. Oh, my face got a haircut. Yes, that is true. It's true. I got one like 2 weeks ago. So it was a lot. It was a lot, I would say, when I shaved. Oh my goodness. You can see easier on YouTube and on Twitch because it doesn't have the background thing on. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I I literally just made I made 3 videos, but this latest one that I made was about Congo. I just literally posted it like a minute before I came on, and hopefully like it helps bring people in. So I'm just trying to be patient and hopefully more people come in. I know it's like 12 at night, um, but it's fine. I'll like fill in the late night like time slot. You know how like late like how they do how like news station late night opera lives, yeah, late night Korean lives, comedy lives, yeah, I will fill in this time slot. I'm more of a night person anyway, uh, because I don't know, I just always been that way. Where like in school, um, I knew I had to sleep, but I would go to sleep on a school night at like 2 a.m. and then I would have to get up for school like at 5 a.m. or like 5:30, 6, and I would be so tired the next day. Honestly, I would have been so better at school if I was actually like properly taking care of my sleep habits. Yeah. So I got C's and B's in school, in middle school and high school. I got C's and B's, and I think it's just I think most of it has to do with because of me not taking care of myself very well when I was younger. When I was a teenager, I didn't sleep very well, and I think that has a lot to do with how my grades were, like how it turned out, right? Um, because I did pretty well in grad school, and I did decent in undergrad, so it's like because I took classes that were in the afternoon slash evening, you know. Ex- exactly, and yeah, exactly. They moved it back a little. They When I was in school, they actually pushed it earlier from the original point. Like we originally started at like 8:20, and then they pushed it back to like 7:50, 7:45. So like yeah, sure, it's only like a little over a half an hour difference, but it still makes a difference in terms of sleep, right? Make like a good half an hour, almost to an hour worth of sleep does wonders. Does wonders for you. Exactly. So you get it. I just noticed. Yeah, I. That's why like I did take one early morning class on in my undergrad one time, and I did terrible. So I'm like, I am not ever going to try to take a morning class ever again. So from there on, because I did not, I failed that class actually, and I had to retake another science class because I failed it. Yeah, Mm, yeah, yeah. I That's why I'm like, listen, if I'm going to be if I'm going to class, then I'm just going to choose a more afternoon class. That was like I was living at home and I was working part time in the evening, like on some days during the weekend, and I was like, I'm just going to take a. Why am I waking this early up if I don't have to be in class until afternoon? I mean, work until like in the evening. I should just also take classes in the afternoon in the evening class. You know, that's the whole thing. So exactly. That's why I love going to the gym at night as well because it's like less people. Yeah. Yeah, the gym is like a cesspool of like germs. So like when I go to the gym and I come back, I like and someone someone judged me for doing this, but like I don't really care. I I come back and I like wipe down my phone like with a Lysol wipe and like yeah, I'm I'm gonna keep doing that because I don't remember who I don't remember who judged me for that, but I think it was someone here on TikTok that I said that yeah, that's why like I take my case apart, like I remove my case and I then like wipe down with the Lysol wipe on both the phone itself and the case itself, like deep clean, so that like it can so it doesn't like so I know for sure that it's not dirty anymore. So um is it? Hmm. Yeah. I mean there's I'm you know simultaneously like dual streaming. Um yeah. Do what I gotta do, right? I like yesterday or the other day or whatever, I was doing on two separate like devices instead, but I just decided to do it on my desktop itself entirely because I feel like that's just better to do. Yeah. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Uh, oh man, the Zoom. Like I was in grad school for when COVID was going on, and I don't know, it ruined my grad school years, honestly. It is, yeah. No, for real. Like you read this, you read these PowerPoints, and that's about it. You know. So Yeah, exactly. Um, so, a crush. I have a crush. Oh, she's not talking to me. I don't know. I mentioned we were talking. It, she's not like because I said that. So she was Jewish, right? And and her like she's an atheist as well. So we like really got along with that. They didn't know the exact politics yet, but I assumed it was pre left because I make it apparent that I have far left politics. Um, I asked her like how do you feel about like what's going on, um, and said it was terrible. But and like I was like, do you support the state itself? Um, are you like a Zion? Do you feel like you're also a Zionist? And it's like she said yeah. So I was like, well, you don't have to support them if you're Jewish though. Like she was culturally Jewish. She was an atheist, Jewish person. Like culturally Jewish but religiously atheist. Yeah, and for example, in like New York, there's a huge Jewish population in New York, and there's a lot of them. All yeah, I'm like especially them, you know. Yeah, really, I've seen them, and they have this. They wear their attire proudly everywhere they go. You know, I haven't been to New York in a while, but yeah, yeah. Who'd have thought, right? You know what's wild? No, I was going to say that like they got the mother like she got her ideology like as an atheist from her mom. Her mom is like an atheist but had the same position as her, and I'm like, I mean, I guess it was for the best, you know, like it was for the best. It was quite unique though. I think they believe that's synonymous with their identity. You know that like yeah, I have to like essentially follow it or support it because of like hmm, yeah, like that was the first person I've ever talked to that. Well, I've talked to plenty of white people, but in terms of dating, but that's the first person that was like that's unique. That's such a unique like not saying that's rare, but like it's more unique than being culturally Jewish and religiously atheist, you know, because there are people that are culturally Jewish, that are also they also practice Judaism. So it was really unique, um, when I was told that they were culturally Jewish but not religiously, practice. That was an interesting. I was like, oh, okay, you seem pretty, you know, pretty cool, and so I got unmatched eventually. So yeah, originally like, and this how you just don't know how. I was it like 6 months? The last one I've gotten was like 6 months ago. Three Was it 6 months ago when I got like one of those DMs? I haven't got one in a while. The whole point I the whole point of me changing my picture from what it is from what it was before and then what it is now is to like thirst trap people to follow me and to also be also far left as well. Not any recently, surprisingly. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, yeah, because like my videos, they they've been kind of suppressed, honestly. Um, they kind of rebounded a little bit, but they're still overall like shadow banned. And like, I think it's also it. I don't think it helps. It doesn't help that I think most of the algorithm right now that are on people's FYP is the e files. You know what I mean? Because everyone's talking about the e files. So it's going to be they're going everyone. So then it's going to be on a lot of people's like FYP. That suppresses like all other types of content from other people that put other things out there that's not related to the e files. You know, um, not saying that like that's obviously. No, I was just saying I know that's not the only reason why, but like, come on now, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a lot of people, and I think more files are supposed to be released here pretty soon as well. So it's going to suppress other things as well on top of that, which is very unfortunate. You know, did they? I think I was trying to look that up. I didn't really find anything. I'll have to look up more. Okay, I'll have to take a look then. Yeah, yeah, I know about that. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about going to Korea in like June or July or August. I know, I know. We'll see, we'll see. Um, yeah, same. But I also haven't like visited Korea in a while, so it's kind of that's kind of like also another thing for me. I don't let anyone forget. That's why I made 3 videos. Like for example, like there's been a lot of stuff that's been coming out that no one's been talking about. Even some of my mutuals have been talking about the e-files. I mean, Kevin, like, it helps that I'm not the only one that feels this sentiment where talking about the files, like, it's, it's not like, if you weren't already radicalized before, and especially if this is not going to radicalize you, like, as a liberal, if you're a liberal, this doesn't radicalize you, seeing that, like, both Democrat and Republican individuals were in these files, then I don't know what to tell you, you know? Unless you just have like really bad cognitive dissonance, or you're just like being just in bad faith, not also talking about the Democrats in these files, whether if it's a politician or not. Hmm. In the files. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were talking about the files. About that. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was already radicalized before these files came out. If anything, it radicalized you more for the reasons why we should get rid of this capitalist system. And Yeah. 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 Oh no, I that's why I'm like, again, we're spending like this, and people are going to drag this out as much as possible, right? In terms of like how long they're going to like try like monetize off of it, or get as many followers because of that. And I'm like, that's disgusting. I don't know, because I like, for example, like, you know with like Cubby's live, right? You can tell who is interested in certain things and who is not, right? Like 1.2K views, or like amount of people that are watching at the same time today, right? And before, we when we were talking about like Congo or Sudan, or like the S trade in Libya that's currently going on right now, it would drop to like maybe 100 views, if not way less than that. It just like goes to show how people are. Like, people are very sensationalized, to the fact that when people talk about Congo or Sudan, even for like 10 seconds, 5 seconds even, people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to exit," and then they go to like Dean, Parker, like very like those type of lives, where they sensationalize. Um, I hear that lighter. Don't do that. I heard that. I heard that. Like the second. Um, but no. It just goes to show what type of like attention you can probably like make a hypothesis. You can do like some tests there. Like you can make a conclusion um of how people are doing in terms of the attention span that they have for these things. They love the e-files. Like, people are spending hours on them, and people are getting followers, people are getting views, and people are getting money off of it. Like, they're gifting them when they read these files and share these, like, and talk about them, and it's like really disgusting, in my opinion. That's just like my side of it. um like, we don't have to go over every single detail, you know hmm. Exactly. Like, no, it's true. It's true. All this energy that we're spending on talking about this. Yeah. Also, one of my mutuals sent me something on Discord. Do you know who James Baldwin Rage is? He's a liberal, but I'm going to show you. This is they made this website, by the way. This is them. See? Yep. They're doing this. Oh, Haley's just joined. Haley just joined. It's funny. What a huge coincidence. Um, oh, it's just, I think. Hey, Haley. Good timing. Good timing. I'm not going. You sent this to Combo too? I bet he had a good laugh about this too. Learn more. I looked through this when I was like briefly when I was briefly sent to it originally. Look at who they have as like one of the parties that you should join. The DSA. Yeah, like the DSA, the one that just capitulates to the Democratic Party. They could like essentially. Yeah, I was like, they're, I like the DSA, if they really cared about like actual change, they would, if anything, right? Run their own candidates during these elections, during these midterms, right? If you if you actually were at least sort of serious about like actually doing shit, because they just they don't do anything really, um, and it's just frustrating that like this is the people that are on the left. It's also another thing too with this language that the clever way that they try to do this name, we are what's left, as associating with being of the leftist of the left part of the political spectrum, or leftist in general, the term itself, right? Really co-opting shit. Like that's not the first time in history that liberals have ever done that, because they did it with labor union rights, like labor rights, and as well as with the free lunch program that we see in Minnesota, but also in other parts of the country, like in Massachusetts. I believe that they have one, or sort of, or I think they're trying to do something like that. I think they do have already something like that, but I thought that was wild. I felt like this is not the first time. So for oh, I've seen this person too here. She's a she's a trans activist. I've seen this person. So I thought this was a stock image. I think this is Sajida. And that's her right there. And I think it's Jessica Simone. I know about these. So I know these three people. I don't know who these two people are, but it's just wild. Like people. Again, I thought originally this was uh, a uh, stock image, but someone took this picture. Someone went out of their way to Skeptic, yeah, Skeptic TM. Yeah, I've seen them on some panels here and there. Um, but for creators, also they didn't put anything here. I don't know if the image didn't work, and they it didn't work, and they didn't code it correctly or whatever. I don't know. Listen. I'm not someone that's good at like making websites. Hence, like I will probably just go to somebody that like well is able to make a website. But listen, if you're going to make a website, at least do it correctly. That's just my thing. That's do you think do you think what I don't know what this means for creators. Do you think people can join this like supposed I don't know group or whatever? I think that's what it is. I think you can apply to join their little thing. Not quite sure, but I'm assuming that's what it is. I don't know. Create. Let's look at the creators though. Hold on, that's not. Um, this page is not really good. It says view all the creators, right? Yeah. Oh, Bill, I seen this person. I seen this person. This person is on TikTok too. I've seen them. Democrat. We are a mass. I consider myself a progressive Democrat. I mean, a social Democrat. It's not. I would probably think itself as like a leftist. Again, taking terminology. Yeah, Alina. I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't seen her in a while, and so um, but I know that she considers herself a leftist. I don't know who that. I think that's Brett and really really patriotic. Really patriotic. Um, wait, what? On that last page or on this page? What are you talking about? But I've seen this person, Brett Cross. This person. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just on me. That's weird. Um, but this person talks about 2A rights. So I've seen them on my FYP a couple times. Um, no, Brett. I mean, yeah, I've seen this person. Goes by Bill. Yeah, Brett Cross. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I've seen Queso. Only Queso talks about race. Oh my gosh, I don't know why. Sorry, I mean to zoom in on his face. I don't know why. Like, okay, I need. Oh, there we go. Um, he talks about race. I think he's like a race reductionist, in my opinion. Um, that's just my opinion. Yeah, yeah, that's what he does. He only talks about 2A rights and how we should have stronger gun laws. I don't know who that is. Wow, I fight for justice, truth, and accountability. That's very specific. Hold on, hold on. I need to go through this though first. Let me go through these creators. Queso, I've seen. Dave, I don't know who that is. Hector. I fight for equity, empathy regardless of who you are, political literacy, which in turn can create political power, especially. That's ironic. Political literacy, and you consider yourself probably self a leftist. No, there's a difference. I don't know who that is, but yeah, Hector is probably Jamal or James Baldwin Rage. Talks about how leftist, like people on the far left, are hypocritical, have selective outrage, but you have a phone. That's his like rhetoric. That's oh, have you seen that video? Yeah, it's really cringy. And then yeah, Jessica, I know who that is. Skeptic, I've seen her. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Zay, I've seen him before. House of Zay. Smitty, Smitty. Uh, Like he's probably like the most chill out of them all. What talks so much about CJ, said he was dangerous slash harmful, but also infantilized him. Well, Jamal infantilizes everyone. Infantilizes people like myself, people like Liddy, people like yeah, people of the far left, actually the actual left. Like, oh, they have no plan. Mhm. Oh my gosh, I can connect with them. Wait, let me see. Link. Oh, this is his link tree. Okay, James Crockett donations. Um. Okay. That's it's just a link tree. I thought it's like an inquiry, like um you can go into leaving them a message, like a specific message. Um I'm curious what they have for Smitty. It's not really descriptive. It's really like it just has like one quote. It's like that's not really telling me anything about them. Like especially this one. Some of them are more descriptive, like these two. They have at least a little bit more, but Queso doesn't have anything. Like, what is it? Forgotten history, repeated history? What kind of vague language is that? That definitely tells me what you're all about. And yeah, Lena, consider myself a socialist. I fight for women, but vote for Democrats. Advocate to vote for Democrats. You know. So he celebrated being arrested for protest. Oh yeah, you told me about that, Haley. I do remember that. That's wild work. Um, I need to change the settings on that. Where is it? Let's see. This one says resources. It goes back to organizations, creators. It says get matched. What the fuck is get? What does get matched mean? I'm clicking on it. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's get. Is it broken or is it just like me? Um. Okay, I'm not the one. Yeah, it says learn more, and that's it. And then it has like, wow, okay. We Are What's Left is a cultural movement amplifying the voices of diverse creators who are reshaping what it means to be on the left, quote unquote. I'm gonna bang my head into the wall right now. We may not all look the same, think the same, or create the same, but we share a common goal, a more inclusive, humane, and liberated future together. We're reclaiming the narrative from the right and showing that the left is not a monolith. It's a movement powered by love, difference, and unapologetic truth. Oh, so powerful, guys. So powerful. Yes. That's such a liberal thing. That's such a liberal thing. It's a movement powered by love. What is this? Where is that? What section is that? Oh, the sections. Oh, yeah, no, okay. But like this section right here, when it says it's a movement powered by love, difference, and unapologetic truth. Love? Yeah, is that Mr. Beast? I think that's Mr. Beast. I think I saw. You know about Mr. Beast? I think I saw. Wait, no, I saw a video. That is Mr. Beast. Okay. Yeah, that's Mr. Beast right there. So I saw a video. I saw a person that was a former Mormon, right, and criticizes the Mormon Church all the time. And they were talking about how Mr. Beast was he originally did like some collaborations with the Mormon Church, but then he's now a part. I think he's now a part of, or like with the Mormon Church. Yeah, and with the Mormon, and with how much money the Mormon Church has, with Mr. Beast being a very well-known person. Yeah, so it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, hey, Combo, it's Combo. Yeah, yeah, Mormons have a lot of influence, and they have people in the church once they turn 18 or whatever go on mission trips all around, for example, in Africa, in South America, and they spread the Mormon doctrine, like Adam Smith's um, doctrine, and convert people to Mormonism. And so with Mr. Beast, you know, being really, really close to at least with the church in that case, in that instance, it's it where it's I don't know how else to like what else to add to that, but it's very troubling because then they're relying on rich people because like what I think with Mr. Beast like he he's the biggest I would say in my opinion he's like the propaganda for capitalism to keep capitalism in place because it gives out this idea that rich people, millionaires and billionaires, we are good people because we donate. We help we help communities all across the U.S. We help you know homeless individuals get like you know some food. We help single moms get some diapers and stuff like that, right? That's the underlying tone of these like these things that they do in these videos, you know? Yeah, like Bill Gates. And also like Mark Zuckerberg because Mark Zuckerberg, you know, he donated a lot of computers to a lot of schools in California and to some here in like the Philly area. And people loved it. People were like, "Oh, thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, for donating these computers. It really helps us, you know." And like, would you say that Mark Zuckerberg is then like a good person? I wouldn't say that he is just because he used his wealth that he accumulated by exploiting people. You know, the only reason why he's able to do that is because he exploited people. You know, that doesn't make you a good person, in my opinion. So in this case with Mr. Beast, hey Combo, how are you doing, my brother? Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, my mic. Hold on, my mic. My mic died. Hold on. You found. Wait, Combo, you found him? Yeah. He's such a liberal, man. He's such a liberal. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've very oh Felice. That's an Hey Exotic, how's it going? I'm alright. Thank you for asking. Um we can talk about it if you want to. Yeah, it's just to be more upfront with on this live. I mean, it's on my profile, so it's not like it's hidden. It's not like a thing that I hide from people. I mean, if you go to my to follow me, you have to like you have to press on my name and then press follow, so you know so you know the type of person I am. You know when you follow me. How so? Well, that's obvious. Do you know why that's the case, though? Do you know why he didn't give like a clear cut answer? No, that's not the reason why. Like, I mean, with like, if you were to do like a research paper, right? Um, you can say how things are going to conclude or possibly conclude, but you can't make definitive statements, right? You still can't. And so, like within and he's just like a human being, right? He's a flaw. He's like everyone else. Like human beings are flawed, and so we base our ideology on what's called dialectical materialism, and we differentiate ourselves from idealism, which is what liberalism is, right? And so that's what he did is that he essentially said that, the reasons why I can't make promises is because material conditions are going to change with contradictions that are going to come up that I'm not able to look at because I'm not a genie, or I mean I'm not someone that has like a fortune ball that says, hey, this is what's going to exactly happen in 10, 15, 20 years, and this is what you should do, right? He's simply saying that the material conditions are going to change and we need to adjust accordingly to the best ability that we can, right? And there are going to be contradictions alongside with that, right? And so that's simply for what it is. So for example, like right now, the contradictions, we can see how dialectics is playing into a factor right now, where we're seeing capitalism have its contradictions show have on a more obvious side, on a more like front facing way, right? Where we're seeing more people on the streets, we're seeing more people that are starving, and we're seeing how capitalism is, essentially concentrating itself as what capitalism intends it to be. Um, mhm. Mhm. I mean, we all start somewhere, right? I mean, I've self-taught myself when it came to, communism and socialism and capitalism and liberalism. Um, I mean, it's good to have these conversations as well. And I can also recommend like literature as well. That helped me kind of formulate my thought and my understanding, and having and a way for me to have these conversations where I can interpret the not like read it for myself and have it in my head, but be able to talk about it, because it's one thing to understand it, but can you talk about it with other people? Can you make it digestible to other people? That's what we should have it to be. That's true understanding, because if you're able to explain it in a more nuanced way, then that's the true way that you should measure yourself from where you're at in terms of understanding like the literature. Like for example, like most people assume these things, right? People on this app assume what being a liberal means, or assume what being a leftist means, right? Which is bad. We shouldn't assume these things. That's why we should ask questions. We should then and explain it if they're open to it. It is, yeah. It is.
Okay, cool. Like every time I found myself, yeah, yeah, I remember brain cells. I was watching him losing brain cells while listening to the discussion. Bro, I remember me and you were on the panel, me and you debated them. It's not a debate. It's not a debate, Exotic. When you're trying to tell a person that, like, simple terminology, it's not a debate. And you know what, Exotic? You actually came in the right time, because you probably watched me trying to explain to people like why they're so wrong when they use this terminology very wrong. You see the website that Shin have right now? It's a movement or like an initiative run by some
Can you hear me? No, can you hear me? My adapter died. Can you hear me? Okay. No, yeah. Very good. It's better than a lot of Americans. That's also true. Well, of course. No, I don't. I hardly talk about Marx. I talk about other um actual liberatories, you know. Ooh. I Can you hear me? Is it okay? That's odd. Hold on. So we said some stuff here. If I wait, hold on. If I let me try something here. Try to talk. Can you guys? Is that better? That okay? Maybe okay. Maybe I need to do that. I'm still okay. Perfect. I think. Okay. I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't sure. Um. Okay. There we go. Hey Lucas, what's going on? Can you hear me? That's fine. Haley, do you know where what? Wait, do you know where communist ideology came from? No, it did not. First of all, Karl Marx. No, 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 no. He not even no. Okay, so Karl Marx did was able to write it on paper, but it was widely practiced beforehand. He just so happened to be able to write it down. Like he had the privilege, let's just say, to write it down because he observed it from the Haudenosaunee, which is an indigenous tribe in North America of their practices, and that's how he got it from. That's how he started to write his literature per se. So, hmm yeah, that's all it really was. I mean, so obviously it didn't come out of nowhere. He was able to use that. He also talks about it too. So it's not like we're making you know this hypothesis around where he could have potentially got uh, his idea of to write these things to start the ideology of communism, right? So I think that's what the huge misconception that even liberals, even Democrats, like on this website, as you know already, Combo, that said that, oh, well, communism is a white man's ideology, which is not true. You know, not true, not true. And second of all, I don't know who you're talking to, but I barely talk about Marx. I barely talk about Marx. I talk about a lot of other types of communists, right? Not, I barely talk about Marx or Lenin or Engels, except when it comes to dialectical materialism, because Engels did write that. So, but other than that, like I love my Walter Rodney. Walter Rodney is one of my favorite writers, and Franz Fanon is one of my favorite communists as well. With the Wretched of the Earth and the Black Skin, White Masks book as well. Um, when he was no, that was no, yeah, that was someone else. Mm. real quick. Can you guys hear my I'm trying to be quiet as well. I'm not quite sure what's picked up through my audio. Did you hear like me clacking my cup by any chance? Oh, okay. I don't want to be too loud. Still trying to like totally figure out no TikTok Studio, so that's why I asked. So okay, thank you. It's hard to tell like on this end, so that's why it doesn't really give like a clear cut thing where it says like says all that kind of stuff. Got my creatine right now. But I need to make sure I reserve my gains from my workout earlier. There you go. There you go. Man, it was cold outside today. It was 8 degrees, and it was blowing. The wind was blowing really hard. I even woke up early this morning. I went back to sleep, but I woke up early this morning, and it was howling. It was like 45. It was like the wind gusts went up to like 45 miles per hour, and it was like the real feel, the wind chill was like negative 16 degrees. So that's why. Haley, shut up. I know, right? Can't relate. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be really cold too. So yeah, but yeah, cause like the I when I went to the gym and I was like coming out of the gym, I was the wind was blowing, and the direction of my car that I had to go, the wind was blowing against me, and it man, it felt like a wind tunnel when I was trying to get to my car. The way the wind was blowing, I was like, this is freaking wild, bro. It was so cool. Because for those that know me, right, I wear shorts even during the cold because like why did I why would I work out my legs and not show them off, you know? So I was wearing my little shorts. Um, Especially today was leg day. Today was leg day at the gym. I'm like, I worked so hard for these, you know? I want to show them off, you know? Yeah. The live won't load. Is it glitchy for some people still? Come to that's yeah, Egypt is not a great way to get that cold weather, you know? Go to Minnesota. That's the temperature in Cairo. Let's see. Um, oh, so it's 9 o'clock for you over there right now? Okay. It's 69. It looks like it's for Fahrenheit 69. That's pretty warm. Not sure what that is in Celsius, honestly. Um, but it's supposed to be a high of 87. Oh my gosh, that's like this is like this is like California weather right now where you're like the area. You hear that? The humidity 37%. That's also really good. I hate the humidity. Is it back? Let's bring it back. Oh man. It's funny like it's funny how he gets banned or whatever for, saying going at liberals. Oh man. But I don't know. It's just so wild to me that um I know the play on words with this oh oh you're back already. I You guys, Cubby Cubby does this too. She switches her accounts so fast. you know, she has like it's she has three account. She has like three, four accounts. You know that, right? She has her. She probably no. I think she does have more that she has like a burner account. There's more. Trust me. There's more. Trust me. No, I imagine that there is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. um like random ass accounts. Yeah, I know that I know I know okay, there is at least five that I know that she has. Her main one, and then there's two backup accounts, and then there's the white heart one with just the white heart itself. And then I know she has another one where she goes in and trolls people on other on like and tells people to unalive themselves like white supremacists. You should follow your leader. You should follow your leader and take a nice pill. um, there are actual. What was that? I know five. I think how many counts can you put on TikTok on like one device? Like I know there's like a certain. I think it's like 10. It's like max of six or something, seven. And I may be totally off with that. Honestly. Hmm. Oh yeah, Covey has a receipt. like I, I just, there was one of those pocket storages that they connect with your phone. Like I have it right here, actually right here, connected to your phone. Because you can. Welcome back. Welcome back. Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about before you dropped off, honestly. But I will say no. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I kind of remember. I was saying that like, there's a huge misconception that communism started with a guy in Germany named Karl Marx, which is the conception of what liberals understand it to be and call it a white man's language. There are a lot of liberals on this app calling it the white man's uh, a white man's political ideology. When I unironically like liberalism, most liberals, if not all the liberals, if I were to be honest, they don't even know their own ideology. They don't even know their own like the founders of their own ideology because do you know who? No, it's not. It's by Adam Smith and John Locke. They made liberalism, and they unironically defended slavery as well. They're and they just and John Locke defended slavery. Like, do you know that, like, the 13th Amendment has like a clause in there that states, yeah, we're going to ban slavery and indentured servitude, but in the cases of like if you commit a crime, quote unquote, then it is okay for us to enslave you essentially, or have you do like, yeah, no, so and that's what John Locke defended. That's what John Locke stated. So it's exactly what it is in with one of our when it is in the 13th Amendment as what John Locke, you know, def- No, but no, but for communism, it was made by. Hold on. No, but for communism, it wasn't. It was practiced first by the Haudenosaunee for the longest time beforehand. It just so happened that Karl Marx was the one that coined it, but that doesn't mean he like created the system for it, right? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Didn't we just have this discussion? It just became really quiet. Yeah, it was really quiet. I know, it was really awkward. One at a time, please. Okay. With All right, hold on, guys. Noah's been waiting for a little bit. What would you like to say, Noah? Very good. um, no, 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 no. I wanted to. The panel was getting full, so that's why I didn't want to crowd the panel all the way up to its limits. Um, no, it was so Haley sent me this in Discord, and they it was talking about how these liberal creators, for you guys will notice, that are doing this so-called tour or org that they're starting up here. And so we're going over the website um, before you guys came up with Combo was here as well. Yeah, you will recognize some of these people. Um, I knew it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's called wearewhat'sleft.org. That's the exact, so you can look at it yourself. I don't know who made it, but it's yeah, sure. You gotta read for some of these descriptions, and that's what it says. You can read the title. That's what I fight for. No, they were these were just like submitted pictures. Yeah, that's just like they submitted it to they have like these I fight for things on there, and so yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Give you anxiety. Yeah, yeah. That's all. That's all. Though. Oh. Well, they all have different their different descriptions. So this one is like for this one, for example. What are you saying? Wait, yeah, go ahead. This is all what it says. This it says that I don't know if you guys can read it here for yourself. Oh, sorry. Very good. I think that's better. Man, I laughed the first time. No, 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 no. I heck no. I would. Listen, I mean, I think you can submit something to. I think this is where you can go to. I think this is where you can go to like apply if you wanted to. I didn't apply. Nafi said. Listen, Nafi said Shin-Sung is a radical right. They couldn't handle it. Absolutely, horseshoe theory is real, guys. That's absolutely true. Yeah, this is TikTok Studio. I'm also yeah, I'm on TikTok Studio. I'm also on YouTube as well right now. Yeah. Have you seen the Democrats page, the TikTok page? Yeah, it's literally like what they're how they're going to defeat fascism, guys. How they're going to get the Democrats into office. Yeah, by memeing their way in, and the people in these comments in these videos like affirm what they're doing, affirm whoever's creating these memes on these on the Democratic Party TikTok account. So it's not like people are some people in those comments on those videos are saying like, can you do anything else? But for the most part, most of these videos do contain just glazing whoever, like, give this person a raise, or like whoever's behind this account, give them a raise, or blah blah blah, or like stuff like that. So that like these Democrats are like eating it up, and they will keep doing it. They'll keep doing it. And like, and I love Ash. No, sorry. Ash said we should make our own. Um, to counter it. I would absolutely join that if there was like an actual uh like thing that would oppose it, because they are co-opting language again. This is what liberals do. They do this all the time. They did this with labor rights, you know. Um, they did this with, you know, free school lunch, for example, right? And that we see right now in like places like Minnesota and Massachusetts. And liberals say that, you know, this is what liberals do. This is why we need liberals in office, and because we actually care about people. This is, you know, so he always Jamal always says that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, wait. Comrade. Oh, really? Oh man. Comrade, not. Yeah, what live was that? Um, mute you for a second. Oh, was it in Jessica's life? Was that in Jessica's life? Something Lisa. Okay. Because Jess. Oh, okay. I was trying to think. Oh,